let's talk about this match. Liverpool 3, Leicester City 3. Liverpool winning 5-4 on penalties. Let me first start off this review by saying, Leicester, you bottled it. You bottled it big time. You bottled it big time. Can't put it any other way. Can't sum it up no other way. You bottled this. Because when I looked at the lineup for Leicester, let me start with the Leicester lineup first. I had to put out a tweet and I said, Leicester's winning this. No way. They're throwing this away. Like, no way. You telling me you playing Daka, Vardy, Maddison. Dewsbury Hall has been involved in a lot of games recently. So, big up to him. Did get a great chance that he didn't score. Sumare was busy. Tillemans was busy. So, Yanchu, after a goal-saving tackle, was actually taken off. So, that's another setback for Leicester there. Pereira was taken off, injured, after he received a hard tackle. I think that might have, I can't remember if that was Tyler Martin with the tackle, if I'm not mistaken. Ndidi was playing center back. Luke Thomas missed his penalty. And Schmeichel in goal, I think maybe could have been better. Look, when I saw this 11, I'm like, no way, Leicester are losing to this Liverpool team right here. You see that team right here? How did Leicester lose to this team? Bradley at the back with Nico Williams playing as a winger? How? Please explain to me. Firmino coming back from injury, not even that match sharp with Minamino, who's hardly playing. Tyler Martin, he must be a happy man. A lot of game time these days. Oxlade-Chamberlain was mama fun today. Tsimikas, I think, was really good. But, look, you see that back partnership of Kumetio and Gomez? Absolutely atrocious on the day. I don't think these guys with Kumetio had enough experience, of course. It might have been his only second Liverpool game. And Joe Gomez has not been involved a lot lately, injured and out of favor. Conor Bradley, you know, he's a youngster. What are you going to expect? The boy Quivine, however you want to say his name, but I want to call him Quivine the Dream. He was a savior for Liverpool on the day. Not a good start to the game. I think he could have done a lot better on a few occasions for the earlier goals. You know, maybe I'm being too harsh, but I think for the second Vardy goal, he could have went with his foot. I think he could have done better. Maybe the first goal, I think he could have gone with his foot, his right foot, but he chose to go with his hands and it went under. But look, he really made amends during the game with a few more big saves and for the penalty shootout as well. But for Leicester, man, Leicester, 9th and 13th minute, Jamie Vardy. I'm like, oh man, Liverpool are going to get really smashed up today. And I'm talking about an embarrassing loss. It could be about 5-6. And maybe they'll get 1 or 2 back. You know? But look at how the game ended. Look at how the game ended. You know what I'm saying? Look at how the game ended. Liverpool with a win. Liverpool with the win. I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked that Liverpool managed to come back from that. But look, those early goals, Maddison setting up Jamie Vardy and then Daka, you know, very, very good. Very good football, man. Very good football. Daka looked bright on the day. And Jamie Vardy even got an opportunity when he hit the post. I think Kelleher might have got a hand to that one. Could remember Kelleher saving a Vardy opportunity when he was like, it was like Dewsbury Hall had a clear opportunity. They had so many opportunities. I can't remember all the opportunities. You see, look at that. 7 on target. 7 on target. Which means that pretty much on point with those saves that Kelleher had made in the game, right? When you see the 22 here for Liverpool, guys, don't get tricked. This is all in the second half. Leicester dominated the first half, and they were in the lead, 2-0 up, and then Oxlade-Chamberlain, set up by Firmino, That was a very good assist as well because Firmino had to really struggle to keep off the Leicester player and just toe poke the ball to Ox. And that was reminiscent of one of the goals he scored a couple years ago against Man City, right? Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. And he deserves it after a very good bit of cameos and good performances he's put in this season. So that was a good reward for him. But I was like driving back from dropping my wife to work, right? Watching the game. And then the Maddison goal happened. I was like, I almost lost it. I was like, oh my effing God. What a goal. Kelleher had no chance to save that. Listen, I don't think the best goalie in the world right now would have saved that. Whoever you guys want to say that goalkeeper is. Allison, Edison, Oblak, whoever you want to name. Donnarumma. None of them could have saved that. That was brilliant. Maddison has been in great form lately. So with Leicester restoring a 2-goal margin, I was like, Leicester winning this. Liverpool, you're getting knocked out. Klopp disrespecting the competition. Look at the freaking 11 he put out there. Big quarter-final, trophy to win, and you're putting out that 11, right? But, with Ricardo Pereira injured, Soyuncu injured, a little later, Albrighton, Vestergaard had to be roped in. Guys, when I saw that Klopp made a triple change at the beginning of the second half, I knew for some reason, I'm like, whoa, I thought you don't want to win this. I was saying to myself, Klopp doesn't want to win this. He doesn't want to play any more League Cup matches next year. He wants the schedule to be as, free as possible so that Liverpool could focus on the Premier League and staying in the title race. So you get knocked out of the League Cup, you ain't got to worry about any kind of League Cup fixtures coming up next year, right? Nah. When Klopp brought Jota, Milner, and Ibrahima Konate on, taking off the young French defender Koumetio, taking off Tyler Martin, who's probably tired and inexperienced, taking off Conor Bradley, I was like, nah. Something's happening here. Something's definitely happening here. Naby Keita later brought on for Jordan Henderson and Owen Beck later on in the game for Tsimikas. Look, when those changes were made, I knew something was going to happen, and that's when Liverpool started to turn the screw. Total dominance in the second half. Leicester, I think, were pending, and they were made to defend in numbers. They found it hard to get out and relieving that pressure, and Liverpool just kept going. There was, of course, a few occasions where they did get in behind and did scare Liverpool one or two times. Of course, you're going to get that. But overall, it was Liverpool dominating the game. And that goal by Diego Jota set up by Minamino. Good goal by Jota, continuing his great goal-scoring form. And then Minamino late, almost last-minute thing. 6 minutes of extra time, Minamino with the goal in the 95th minute. Fourth goal. He's been Liverpool's player of the Carabao Cup this season, scoring 4 goals and taking his opportunity when he's actually get his opportunity. But really good ball in by James Milner. The Leicester defenders can't jump in high enough to get that ball. And good takedown by Minamino. And very, very good finish by the Samurai Blue himself, wearing red on the night. So with that goal, it took the game to pens. And when it went to pens, I was saying to myself, Leicester could actually still clinch this because Schmeichel is a good goalkeeper. There was the boy, Quiveen Kelleher. Quiveen the Dream Kelleher. Came up with 2 saves during the penalty shootout. Let's take a look at the penalty shootout results here. So, Liverpool results with 5 penalties scored. Leicester with 4 scored. So James Milner took his, Firmino took his, Ox scored, Naby Keita scored, Albrighton, Maddison, and Yuri Tillemans, but Luke Thomas missed his with Quivine Kelleher making the save. Iheanacho scored to take it to the last kick, and then we had Takumi Minamino hitting the bar to take it to extra sudden death. So with it going into sudden death, Ryan Bertrand missed his, and Diego Jota stepped up fittingly to score the winning goal, and the Liverpool fans went wild. Talking about the Liverpool fans, I'm glad I said that because it just triggered something in my mind to actually talk about how loud and thunderous Anfield were, and they actually could be responsible for that comeback. Because you're 3-1 down, and the crowd was really loud. And big up to my boy Qatar as well, who was actually talking to me from the crowd. He said he was in the cop with his daughter Chelsea, and he was already messaging me on WhatsApp saying, yeah, this game is over. Liverpool lose the game. And look at what the result is. Look at what the result is. Look at what the result is. So you could call this one a Klopp masterclass, and you could say that Leicester really bottled this, because they, at least with the two goal cushion, they should have defended better. They should have really defended better than that. So you got to absolutely give it to Liverpool for coming back at first and going into the penalty shootout, and Quivine Kelleher being the hero. He's my man of the match, because without him, Liverpool, even though they came back through Minamino and Jota goals, they would have lost the game eventually, right? So good stuff, man. Good stuff, and they go into the semis. This is Liverpool fans always, when Man City's in the competition and Man City's going on to win it, they talk a lot of shit about the competition because they're not in it. So what are your thoughts now, Liverpool fans, about the competition, and you could possibly go on to win it? What are your thoughts? Talk to me about that one. You call it the Mickey Mouse Cup, the Sippy Cup, whatever you call it. What's going on now? You want it, right? I was actually surprised that Jamie Vardy didn't take a penalty. I'm really surprised that he didn't take a penalty. And why did Luke Thomas take a penalty ahead of Jamie Vardy? Because I was saying to myself, I can't remember Jamie Vardy getting subbed off. Well, maybe he wasn't 100% fit. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he really wasn't. So, congrats to Liverpool. Congrats indeed.